allow patitek to kind of overextend. Speaking of that, Forsaken straight up towards lobby, and actually the ping's going to get onto Pora. Forsaken finds the opening.
Yeah, but it's the rest of it that's a problem as well. That B hit is still finding very little success. Sheba even going to claim Turco, and it's down to 2, and they're already the walking wounded. Russ and Brave are going to have to do something quite miraculous in this one, and it's not going to happen. Very clean start for patitek there. Timing.
I think he just missed that. They're walking onto site here.
Yeah, he just missed that timing. And he's still going to get 1, which is incredible value for this. And Izzy's made a meal of it. Gets caught on the way out, trying to move around to the site. And look at this. I've got to say it. patitek look absolutely on today. And Russ is now buried as well. Wow. That's the bonus converted patitek. They will mean they're aware of where they can sit. And it does at least give SMB the step towards the site. Is he leading the way? Mindfreak at the back, pinged out, he knows it. Oh, wait. Okay, good positioning from Russ to make sure that was going to be picked up. But Divine, nice little high flash, does find 1. Follow-up, not going to happen. The jump peak was a little off kilter. And now we have Benkai. A 1v2 presented. He just got the first out of the third. They line up! Oh my, oh my. My heart skipped a beat, but Pora claims it. Players towards Longblade. No, they're still around here. They will commit to this Forsaken. He looked like he was about to turn the flash, but actually the timing's just off by a fraction of a second. And SMB will strike in that time. And now they want to get that site under wraps, but we did have the early lean off the back of that initial information. Sheba is still here, but Brave cracks open the site. That's huge. And now once again, Mindfreak in an unwinnable scenario.
Forsaken called upon. Aldone actually going to reveal him here, so they've located the operator. Actually, we'll try and find him with the Hunter's Fury. Ambitious. We'll get the tag, actually. Okay, Forsaken has to burn his dash.
But Mindfreak is still just finding the bailout, the get out of jail free card if required. They can actually give up the site to an extent. They'll say, okay, you take the site, we'll posture for a retake. We've got it to a 5v4, that's okay. And space-wise, they're all kind of towards CT right now. I want to see that split towards Garage, maybe take a bit more territory here. They do right now at least have SMB locked towards the side. And it looks like Izzy's postured up for a bit more of an aggressive fight. He's still a little paranoid about that Garage play coming through. Flash comes in. Izzy getting ready for it. Here we go. Brave's found 1, and now Brave from the back of the side knows there's more. But, ooh, these are some Brave crosses. They look panicked, but right now the frags are not coming in just yet on the retake. Forsaken found 1, but an instantaneous trade for Russ. As now looking at who's remaining, it is just Forsaken, and nothing is coming through for him here. It might be time to back away, keep that up, and see if he can catch a couple on the way out. Yeah, that's not landing, and he's got someone on the flank. SMB, if they wanted to off it, that does force out the Seekers. And they're actually gonna... Oh, no, it's a whiff. It's a horrible whiff. No. Again, yes, Pora has great aim. We all know that. Anyone who's got a pair of eyes knows that.
Well,
I mean,
I'll tell you who didn't have a pair of eyes in that situation. Divine.
Yeah, he's got the hand warmers just on. He's been copying the style. It's a nightmare.
It's a bit throwy.
It's a bit throwy. It happens. It's rough when you see it happen in a game like this, because it's enough to make you frustrated. It's enough to take that confidence away from a player, and we've seen what can happen with Divine when he's on a good game. So hopefully that doesn't, echo throughout. But Forsaken is still alive, and there is still 30 seconds. Brave towards the side. He's still alive, and you can see there's still danger with Forsaken, but it's nothing compared to the 4 that now still stand for SMB. It's over the additional player off the back of the information or lack of contact on A. Here are those ults coming out, though. Gonna pop a few, but Izzy's on the side now. He's in trouble here. 70 HP, has to get out. Dodge, he can't. Divide takes a riskier peek to find him, and he reaps the rewards. And now there's going to be the Blade Storm coming out as well. Forsaken's there, Benko's there. When the right read's in the right place, they get the frags, they hone in on C-Long, and it's shut.
Alarm bot in Garage, they're going to know about this before it comes. They know that they can't be coming up from C-Long in particular. But they're just through Garage. Again, Turco has to give this up, because I think the plan was for him to lay that wall and get out of there. But man advantage for SMB in the retake.
But look at the damage chipped away at. Not too much, but enough to maybe pull attention. I'm trying to look at these post-plant positions. Quite deep towards Garage. Maybe we want to take that space back. Yeah, Mindfreak, this is a really risky fight. You're now just in a tunnel. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. And now here we go. Springboard off the back. SMB want the side back. Device sitting at long still, only 1 flash. The next one's up in 30. You're not going to get much more than that. I hope you get some value. It didn't get what he wanted. Smoke's still up. Izzy wants to get that to halfway, and he might be able to do it. Device going to find 1, though. And it's all falling to pieces. But Izzy will not be moved. The defuse comes in right under their noses.
What a fantastic turnaround there, and playing anti-flash. We'll get smoked off, actually. The Tiger will clear out Brave. Now, actually, perfect use of the smoke there from Forsaken to isolate a duel.
Yeah, exactly that. They found the one fight, and Forsaken finds his way in.
What?
3 quick kills, and the site's all theirs. You could not ask for a better approach on that one, and you're right. It was off the back of being able to isolate some of these players with such limited knowledge. That is incredible work from patitek. That's the side we're waiting to see.
A lot more valuable for patitek in terms of the economy. They have a couple more rounds to string together.
It's pretty much the forward two. Divide, Forsaken, Flash goes in, he knows Brave's close, but Russ is still fine, and the swing out from Brave. Hey, Xantares peak, Brave peak, I mean, make it a Ferrari peak. patitek are holding this down, that's important. Wall goes through. Izzy, though, up on top, still looking for more, trying to divide, slice into manageable pieces, but the time, it's dwindling, and they ain't got much left of it now. Turco knows he's out of time, out of options. He may drag some to the grave with him, but this one's done for. patitek make it back now, 2 in a row. Shiba.
So close with that.
Shiba, there was like 3 of them just around that corner, but the KJ ult, they have to respect it.
Post-farm-wise, Shiba only has 1 shot dart left. The lockdown will get them onto site. Again, Gravity well there, going to make sure they're able to buy enough time to outlive this lockdown, Lauren.
And now we go. Russ, that is a huge fight to win. There's still Benkai here. Keep your mind ticking over of Mind Freak's flank. There it is. Good for 1. That's okay. It's not too bad. You'll put your life on the line for that, but now defuse. Timing is everything. You can get it just about to halfway. Smoke will dissipate beforehand. Denial. Shiba, huge pick up of a kill. Finding Turco is just the cherry on top of the cake. But fell off that. SMB just have to wait to see what comes through that wall, and already one's made it up towards Zai. Russ is on the other side of this. Devi on towards Long, couple on towards Sewer, but Russ actually swings around, finding Forsaken, but it's a quick trade for Devi. Is he on the back of the side? Turco's there as well, and now they're going to have an instant watch of those pushing up from Sewer. There it is. And then the late play towards Long, interesting, okay. Drop down, first in, no trade, nothing. It was just Izzy, left to rot, just, what? What is this for a retake? No trades, no timing, no spacing. Forsaken will laugh that up every day of the week. Having a nightmare now. Okay, and there's the Explorer on the other side. Exactly what we expected, and Forsaken's whiffed it. And actually, somehow it still worked out okay for SMB. This is you've got being gifted a platter of a round. It's all there for you, and just a couple of weird exchanges, and it's fallen to pieces. 20 seconds. patitek, can you make up for an absolute fumble of an opportunity there yourselves? And here we go. Ult's coming out online. Denial of the spike plant. Going to be going through. Shiba tries to get aggressive to try and find some space. Mind free. This is a round or 2 to forget. You can see the pressure on these two sides. SMB is counting their lucky stars. It's actually adjusted. Going straight back towards B. There is utility in place, so Pora's put some work down here early on. There it is. Shiba trying to catch a little bit of damage. It's Divide to find Russ, and the deeper angle from Forsaken. That's massive. Turco now in danger as well. Forsaken doesn't have to fully back away. His presence is enough to control so much to facilitate and allow that spike plant to come in on B. And now there's problems everywhere.
Neural Theft will tell them everything they need to know. Brave, Izzy, and Turco called upon. The flash is perfect!
The combination, the 1-2 punch, Devi and Forsaken. He wanted to go a bit further on that, just eats the flash, didn't quite crest the corner. And Izzy and Brave, this is OT Rin all over it. Izzy now doing anything he can. You might as well make the fight, do what you can with what's in front of you. A 1v3, time dwindling, everything put against him. I think he knows this one's all but over, and they have to try and once again rebuild into this game. A spray through. Is that knife coming now? I thought about it, Mind Freak. It's 12-12. We're going OT. To push players over towards C. One flash comes in. It's a high flash. It's going to catch on the pop as well. Benkai can slip towards the back of the platform. Benkai swings out. This is exceptional work and the correct read.
No alarm bot to actually confirm this here, so Brave will be called upon. Oh, it just pops ahead of the flash.
Okay, Brave's actually really got a clean fight on that. I thought the follow-up was going to be there. Brave had it all in front of him. How did Mind Freak win that? I have no idea, but it's a 4v3 and the spike will be planted on the C site. Now look at the retake. You have 2 players very close by towards CT, but that jet is still a fair way off. Izzy slowly working back in through B. That'll take a second, so time will have dwindled by then.
They found another one.
And untradeable too. Oh no, Izzy and Turco, what can you do with this? It's all on you two now to make something happen. Turco looking above that smoke, catches Benkai off guard. Great start. Has to be quick on this though. It cannot take too long. Turco now clears towards Long. It's on site though. Shiba right there. Izzy falls. It's Shiba. And papyreks pick up map 1 in fashionable style. Slightly adjusted rolls here and there. For now, we have to wait and see. SuperMassive Blaze on the defending side, and of course papyreks on the attacking side, but they are a map to the good for papyreks, doing very well. As Izzy put under a lot of pressure over by Madonna. And set on vacation already. 1-for-1 trade out goes through, but the site is theirs, and blimmin' heck, Russ is walking away, feeling a little worse for wear.
Brave's found a kill in response though. Taking the full Sheba now, actually going to upgrade to the Sheriff. And Turco will find a head. Devi and Benkai now called upon, the last two standing. Try and recover this here.
It's going to be tricky. Yeah, especially with that shot coming in, pushing Benkai even further back. Puts it all to Devi. They should be able to start that defuse now. Put 3 players on just body block duty. Don't let him get in here. The flash actually didn't find either of them, and the first shot does. But good work from SMB. Good retake on the site. So the utility noted. Izzy now in danger, but he's actually going to grab one on the way out. He's got a perfect readjust. I thought that was on. Izzy just going to try and keep himself away from those Seekers for a second. Allow Brave maybe to catch his cross here. Turco's on the site as well. Brave does catch the cross. That's a great shot towards Sheba, but perfect trades coming out from Devi. Gets himself towards the site. The spike's been lost. Now he has to fight against the odds, which he's still doing. Devi is putting in heavy lifting here.
Benkai finally coming through double doors. Russ down to 27 HP. He's got to be careful on stairs here. Pora finally in position to back him up.
He has to let Benkai work here. Benkai needs to be a little bit more proactive in my mind in this one, because look at the HP on Devi.
They're waiting for a flash here. I think they're waiting for the flash.
This actually could be so good for timing the time. They're right next to each other!
Oh my god!
Peekaboo! What a terrible surprise for Russ. Benkai, perfect timing, and this is still doable. Pora, yeah, he may only have that Spectre, but the HP is low, and that's a great shot. Could be now, but I still want to see what Turco gets up to. Close flash reveals nothing. It is through B main, a laboured fight in towards middle. It does eventually fall into the favour of Pora. Little top up on the HP. 3 players very present in mid, and they've got the 4th kind of in support. They are all over the map right now. Forsaken needs a big round. He can only get 1. If there was 2, then game on, but they are at the back side of sight by Pillar.
Is he now? Closer and closer, that wall will go up, but the Seekers will confirm. I think they already know. All 3 on site, and actually Benkai caught sleeping. Mind Freak will be noted as well. Call upon Devi and Mind Freak to try and recover this in a 2v4. And the Spike in a very precarious position.
You're going to need some big boy headshots. And Mind Freak's not finding him. Devi with a quick flash. Chases it down. It has to be a quick kill on the backside. Gets away with his life. And actually, bear in mind, this is now a 2v2. It becomes viable and possible. Devi, though, going to try and get Turco down. He can't win the fight. And now Mind Freak's in all kinds of danger. Russ on the front. And on the right side, Turco. And that Spike still just out of reach. Clock not favorable to them right now. Eats the flash. More time being bought. 10 seconds is all he's got. Try and pick your poison. Looks like he's going to be trying to play the time. No one is peeking, just double checking. No one's planting. I love this push and pull from either side. SMB make it to 5. I think this is their map choice. I kind of expected a little more him. Forsaken gets away with his life and actually does damage towards Russ. That's a crazy part. Now, that's been a trade out in the meantime. Devi and Turco both now removed from the round, as papyreks do still have that mid control. They're starting to maybe consider that B site, but I'm going to see how it's handled on the other side of things. Pora, that's a big pickup. I'm kind of surprised Forsaken allowed that to happen. Maybe a little overzealous, but the trade's good enough. That's what he wanted. At least the site's now available.
And again, a good indicator of papyreks actually taking a step back there is look how late the Viper wall is going to be invested. Viper's pit as well on site, just to make sure they can set up comfortably. Get this plant down. The Hunter Fury actually going to force Sheba off the plant initially, but no tag, no damage done. Benkai locked down Sheba, Hunter's Fury. So lots of tools available at papyreks' disposal to convert this round.
Izzy, first Brave player to step forward. No subtlety to this, spraying him wildly. There's the lockdown as well. We kind of expected this. And Izzy, he's got 7 seconds to make something happen here. Spots out the player towards Pillar. 4 seconds. Looking for the next step. Nah, has to back away, has to concede from that one. And time. It's perfect. They played that very well there. Actually, they've cost them just enough time to not make this viable anymore. So they're still worried that maybe there's a player lurking around there. This would buy time and cost time on the retake now, but Spike to be planted. Look at the post plants. Just 2 towards the side here, 2 sitting way deeper.
Sheba playing deep enough as well to make use of those shock darts he still has available. Forsaken going to be called upon here, but Russ actually finds Devi with some shock darts of his own to come in. Forsaken will fall as well.
Now Benkai and Chiba, yeah, this is a problem. This is all falling apart. These are individual fights. There's no crossfires. There's no punish on these picks. The rest of the gang all just around the corner here, so they now know what's coming their way. Izzy just fires off a shot, hoping for the best. Timing is everything, and does he just get the pixel out of place? Or counts the timing right? He gets the pixel. It's Mind Freak. Instant trade. Devi is right there. Devi is firmly becoming a favorite player of mine, but it's Forsaken on the side who's doing the work as well. He's not alone in this, though. Wants to push deeper. Does, loses it. Russ is right by the try box. What a play from Russ!
Financial discussion, but Russ actually with the operator. I didn't even spot that with this purchase.
I mean, they are just...
Pora looking sharp now.
Yeah, Pora's mad. After map 1, maybe just thinking, nah, not going to be messing around anymore. Finally goes down to Benkai, but they need a little more. They're still not winning out on the sites directly, so again, this is that mid-control. You're punching the players in between pretty much, but it can be filled. The gap can be closed. Mind Freak, though, could get a big punish.
Oh my God.
Russ still checks. Okay, Russ, fair enough. Yeah, close it out, bud, as well. Why not? Just put the icing on the cake. 10-1.
On the side of Russ was invested.
Okay, Shiba now forced out of the angle slightly, so
there you go.
You can see SMB getting a little bit closer, but there it is. Lockdown comes out. Mind Freak does find Pora. Russ is now caught as well. This is the first time we're really seeing a better look on this retake. Forsaken makes his debut, and it's not bad. It's only a 1, but it sets up the rest. Devi and Mind Freak there. 10-2. Game back on. High flash for Forsaken. That's a lot of in one sentence, and he's dead anyway, so why bother? It's already going to be Izzy to kick things off, get things started here, and SMB after the start we'd expect.
Yeah, I mean, they come out swinging. That's what you'd hope to see from them, but it's not gone their way in terms of those first 2 engagements. Spike not committed again. SMB with so much time to just sit and wait for Paper-X to slip up. Always find an opening. Izzy with the fade away, actually going to find Mind Freak in nest. That Sheriff being put to work in a pistol round here, and now the Devi and Benkai again. Izzy.
Izzy, man, what a game from him. And he was struggling in the last one. He was doing okay at keeping Forsaken tamed at times, but nice to see him let loose a little here. Eats the flash, but I mean, Devi's 1 HP.
Without the dream.
There is no dream. There is just Izzy, and SMB make it to 11, and it's again though. Still a chance if Forsaken's going to do more of that. All right, finding Pora, and Pora's been on. He has been absolutely on one. SMB on stopping though. Brave's going to lean on forward, just oozing confidence. The double stack though towards main is going to be a bit of a weird one to handle. Brave's still going to find Devi, leaving old Forsaken kind of on his own, maybe until he gets that support, maybe from Mind Freak coming over, but Spike's going to be going down, and what a curious round we have. The post plants will be a little weird.
Well, indeed. Shiba will find initially some information, but Brave will find Forsaken. Shiba now. Come on, buddy. Find one. It's not going to happen. Mind Freak, the last one to deal with.
No more. There it is, SMB. It's a clean-cut victory on map 2. Pretty much all in, excluding the Cypher. So Pora, yes, he's over towards that A side, but that's fine, as Turkle's already won the fight towards Devi, and now mid's wide open. All these rotations are now super labored and so far apart from each other. Forsaken is on red alert. He's got 3 players around this corner, and 1 closing in around the back. He's got nowhere to run and nowhere to hide. SMB are on it today. Now Pora can be the one to catch those rotations, or in trying to flank in middle. It all slots into place, aside from Shiba.
It's beautifully done there. Actually, yeah, Shiba was unnoted initially from the nade, but it comes through, and it will be a prime gaming flawless as they chip a hole in that wall. And look at the set piece here from Paper-X.
Yeah, but Pora's still here. Does get outdone by Devi. That's a really good counter piece, pushing in for that aggressive play towards B main. Now they're going to fall away from this because they just lost a bit of mid-control, but it's garnered back by Shiba. Great work playing in as he does fall back towards the rafters heaven side. Izzy trying to aggress through this. They do have Spectres. It ain't perfect, but Izzy's actually outdone Shiba. Now Devi. Oh no, it's only a 1-1 trade. There's still danger around. And Forsaken on the site. Excuse me, it's Mind Freak on the site, and Forsaken up towards heaven. Mind Freak is so blind, he's going to be taken out, and it's a 1v2. Now bear in mind, Russ had the rifle. The Spike is left in a really dire spot for him, though. 15 seconds for his follow-up flash. Forsaken on the angle. It's a great bit of damage on it, and the double stack towards CT. Russ, you're going to need something insane. Not going to happen. Benkai, good, safe catch in the end from Paper-X after a dangerous round.
There's still actually some utility in place as well, but Mind Freak got to be careful with the timing there. Nearly caught off guard, but
full info.
Yeah, Shiba will fall.
And Mindfreak now, yeah, the angle. Tried to work his way around on the pillar, but SMB have the site now in hand. This is a problem. And bear in mind how deep you saw Benkai and Devi holding towards A. These rotations, they're so far away. This is a save coming out. So a different look here. Maybe they've gone, well, we've got to address this mid piece, and now they're going, we're going A. That's a different start though. Benkai, huge impact at the start. Taking down Izzy is perfect. Maybe the head of the snake here, but Devi right there beside him. Perfect shutdown from patitek. This is the side I was waiting to see. But now there's still Turco. This would have to be an ace. He's got 2. Can he get a res? Yes, he can. So he gets Izzy by his side. But will lose his life for it. So now Izzy.
Out of charges.
What can you do with this? Gets himself a rifle. And you have to be God's gift to this game right now. Tagged up. Spots them. Nothing more to be had. But it's all on you now. They're running your way. You have 5 players stampeding forward. 1 down. He gets the tag on the second. The slow goes in. Tries to set up Devi, but it's Forsaken. Dragging them down with him. You're not going to pass, and that is exactly what the doctor ordered.
Izzy will be shut down at the start. That's in mid once again, so another bread and butter round for SuperMassive Blaze to at least try and find some control in mid.
No charges.
Brave will, yeah, actually Brave and Pora will fall in quick succession there. Sheepa will find a 3rd as well, but Russ good for the trade. Russ actually the last man standing, so he can do any further damage here to the side of patitek.
1, that's it. That's all he's going to get. We're back. This is Heaven Controls, this could be hard. You've still got so many players here. Yeah, the lockdown's going to come in, but how much they get forced away. There's still a little bit of playable area up there, and Turco's going to just thrive among it. 3 more seconds, and he can get back to where he wants to be. But for now, they ain't that fussed about this Mindfreak moving around as well. Just gets absolutely eaten alive. Down to 1, Devi. That op has found nothing. No value in this one yet. And this has been the perfect adjust, perfect lean towards A.
Still 2, again, Mindfreak up here towards stairs and Devi with that operator towards B main. Still 2 to hold down the fort. Mindfreak actually will spot the gravity were perfect actually for the first, but Turco in position to trade and get the res.
Devi makes value just before position gets really revealed, the intent fully known, and he needed it, but Turco denies it. What a shot from him. Massive impact this round as Benkai, we know he's been playing towards that A side, so his rotation's a little further away. Position now fully, everyone knows where he's at. On the switch up, still isolates Russ. Goes for the follow, can't get it. Brave is there. And SMB now back-to-back rounds on the board. Benkai could be in a spot of bother, but Devi isn't. Playing from the rafters. Catches Izzy on the push-up. Now that's going to slow progress. SMB going to have to work out how to try and pry these players out of these slightly deeper positions. The flash doesn't land. The repeat's good for Devi, but he doesn't land the shot. That time, it's still not hitting. It's Mindfreak going down, and Devi's now fallen. He had so many bites of the cherry. Benkai! What a round from him. He still needs more, though. Turco still looming, lingering up top. Jump peak's great. He has done so much. The support should be here. Forsaken should get his back. Turco shouldn't cause any more problems, but it's still Turco. That's 1. Needs to find 2 more.
30 seconds left.
Benkai on pillar, he knows that. Shiba up top, maybe not so aware. And now Turco. Maybe considering that's to mask the sound of the drop. He should know, but Benkai en route through CT. That's all going up and away we go. Brave though waiting, gets set up for 1. That's a good first pick up towards Forsaken. Izzy is by his side, and patitek leaning right back away from this.
The problem being though, Brave was close enough to hear this, and now Russ in mid, potential to flash out here. Benkai actually going to play lurk here behind the turret. But there's still 2 people in position. It's Pora and Turco still on A site here to hold down. And another tripwire invested on A main.
Yeah, they didn't do enough to pull these rotations that deep or that long. They made a bit of contact, lost a player, and then started running. Pora can just sit and wait for this. I'm not impressed by this at all. Mindfreak's gone. Benkai, your last one standing. Yeah, that wasn't good enough to shake SMB at all. They are happy enough. They instantly read that retreat. You're going to really understand this now. Forsaken, has he been considered well enough? They've got to be so aware, and no, they're not. And this is a huge problem. It's just fallen to pieces down here. Forsaken could overextend on that if he wanted to. Decides against it, leaning towards that B side. Look how deep they're holding on this Russ. That Cypher sitting is slightly deeper, but Russ going to play forward. There's 2 players here. He's going to get 1. He gets the second. The third evades, but already damage has been done. It's a 2v2 now.
There's at least 1 here. I don't know if 2 audio cues were given away, but they've got free access to B site here.
Shiba just going to sit himself
30
up here.
seconds left.
Turco will be his first challenge if he wants to push deeper. I doubt he does. Just be on bodyguard duty for that spike to go down and try and sit towards the rafters. Works off the back of the utility with the KJ. That's lovely. Pora couldn't quite catch him in the back, so now there's an opening. Pora has to push forward. Finds tag, not the frag, and Benkai again. They're going to shut the book on this round. PaperX right back in it. They're finding answers now. Behind that, it's
30 seconds left.
very offset timing. And the double stack now. Hot flash is perfect. Turco is just set in motion. Couldn't ask for anything better. Nice to live, but they couldn't handle. Mind Freak on the swing. Going to take down 2 and puts Brave in a bad spot here. Tries to look towards heaven, but one's already slipped towards sight. He has got Izzy coming through on CT, and that's going to catch Forsaken on the cross. And Izzy's still right there, and he will not be moved. And it's now a big round for SMB. They're starting to get towards those double digits here. Let's see if he can make something of it. Divide's going to have to wait patiently. He's going to have to hear the audio cues, because one set through, they're in someone else's problem, but it's Shiva, it's Forsaken. It's a shutdown. 4 players back-to-back fall for SMB, and they can't make it back in. Russ is locked out by so much, and what a way to turn it around for PaperX. They've perfectly crafted something there, maybe just for the back of that ult, however they wanted to play it out. Maybe that was the pause leading, and we just want a round on the board, a fail-safe plan, and that might have been it.
Really well coordinated. Again, getting 2 players into male just to be there at the edge of that lockdown.
Spectre's coming out. That's okay. Turco and Izzy is still okay for the purchase, but oh, Brave, no way! That's one he can't make more of. I thought he could have just sprayed and prayed on that, but he couldn't. And now they're going to flood on through. You can see SMB want to just close that gap, try and get as close as possible. PaperX like, oh, whoa. That's a lot of you. We're going to just chill out for a second.
Again, the timing's not there, though. They can't capitalize on this pressure on the other side of the map, and also Pora's utility still in place to just confirm that that's not the case. He will actually head back towards A, but PaperX, they wait behind it, anticipating the res. Potentially Izzy good for 2 headshots, though. Forsaken finally responds, but a man advantage firmly in place for SMB, and Russ
Trying to play back towards his space, seemingly aware of the possibility of each other here. Touch of damage towards Divide, but he's going to actually kind of close that gap real quick, trying to bounce off the back of it, but he can't do it. Izzy does well to stay alive, but expects more, and there isn't. They're all over towards B main, and oh my word, if he reads this right, yeah, you can see them scattering, running out of there, because they do not want to be near each other right now.
Damage done. PaperX a tricky res to achieve, but actually we're finding Brave here. Might pull Izzy out of position. They should be able to just hit straight towards default here. Izzy in no position to do anything about it other than the opening being found, but...
Like down, get into this post plant. And wait, Pora's going ahead. Whoa, no way. Pora just walks out. Forsaken even a little baffled, but he gets himself healed up. A little bit of better position, pops the ult and gets ready to go.
What's happening in the back lines? I look at this. Shiba's got this wall up to slow down towards screen.
They funneled him, man. This is...
They have to come through this choke point. Either that or heaven window.
And it looks like now's the time. Straight on through. Izzy's the first one, put his life on the line. Mindfreak catches him mid-air, drags him down, and they're all just holding. Benkai's got 3 players around this corner. He's got crossfires. He's got support, but he's only got 1. Trades come in. It's a 1 for 2, as now Brave is your last one alive. Divide goes in. Mindfreak stops him.
Brave now, yeah, Brave now considering this possibility.
Oh, Shiba's going to walk right into this pre-fire for Brave. He heard just enough of the steps. Brave's found Shiba, and now Benkai and Mindfreak are sweating. This is panic stations everywhere. Benkai feels surrounded because he is. Russ has got him. There is no way SMB are going to do it like this. Mindfreak now in a 1v3. They've got rifles. They're geared up. They're ready to go. Izzy, the first challenge. Mindfreak passes it. He needs more. Divide goes up. He has to put everything into this. He does not.
Can he slip into spawn? No way.
This is it.
Oh my god!
Right next to each other! Russ, it was just a jump scare coming through that! SMB might have given themselves just that lifeline needed, but Benkai's still fighting. He finds Russ and they're not giving up just yet. They fashioned together the best buy they can. It's got light armor. It's got guardians. It ain't pretty, but it's the best they can do. Brave though. Oh, the adjustment from Brave! It's just perfect. He wants this done. He wants to move on from this game. As now Benkai, Divine, and Shiba facing down Izzy in middle. Pain Shell comes in, there's a swing from the right side. There it is, Brave again. That's 3 now. As Benkai and Shiba, it's all on you two.
Have to turn this around. They have to find something that they can act upon here. Actually, all 3 members of Supermassive Blaze committed towards B site.
But Brave,
right.
He's found another. Brave, it's an ace to close it out! To keep SMB alive! Brave goes above and beyond for the boys! steps up when needed most. And I cannot believe the end to that game.
Absolute madness. patitek came out on map 1 and showed me, justifying why they're here, why they're able to put up such a fight against Vision Strikers. You can see what it means on the face to them. Absolute heartbreak. But SMB, I gotta say, a win out in a series that I didn't see even going the distance here.